Have you ever had an unexplained encounter with someone who seemed almost ethereal, as if they were not quite of this world? Or have you ever felt the presence of a guardian spirit watching over you in a time of great need? Throughout history and across cultures, there have been countless stories and legends of angels, divine messengers and protectors from the heavenly realm, who at times take on human form to walk among us. But are these accounts mere myth and folklore, or could there be truth to the idea that angels may actually be present in our lives, often in disguise? In the Bible, the idea of angels appearing in human form is a recurring theme. From the book of Genesis to the book of Revelation, angels are depicted as visiting, guiding, and intervening in the lives of human beings, at times taking on the appearance of ordinary people. One of the most well-known examples is the story of Abraham's encounter with three mysterious strangers near the great trees of Mamre. As the passage in Genesis 18 describes, Abraham looked up and saw three men standing nearby. When he saw them, he hurried from the entrance of his tent to meet them and bowed low to the ground. Though initially perceived as simply travelers, Abraham soon realizes that these men are in fact divine messengers from God. He welcomes them, prepares a feast, and engages in conversation, only to discover that they have come with an important message, that his aged wife Sarah will miraculously bear a son. What is particularly striking about this story is not only the fact that angels appear in human form, but that Abraham is able to interact with them, even engage in dialogue, without immediately recognizing their true identity. This suggests that angels have the ability to move among us in a way that makes them virtually indistinguishable from ordinary people. Similarly, in the book of Hebrews, the author warns, "Do not forget to show hospitality to strangers, for by so doing some people have shown hospitality to angels without knowing it." The implication is that angels may be present all around us, yet we remain oblivious to their divine nature. Other biblical accounts describe angels taking on human appearance for specific purposes, to deliver messages, provide guidance, or intervene in critical moments. In the book of Genesis, for instance, two angels are sent to the city of Sodom to warn Lot of its impending destruction. When Lot encounters them at the city gate, the text states that the two angels arrived at Sodom in the evening, and Lot was sitting in the gateway of the city. The angels are not initially recognized as such, and Lot simply welcomes them as travelers seeking shelter for the night. It is only later, when the men of Sodom gather to demand that Lot hand over his angelic visitors, that their true identity is revealed. Similarly, in the book of Judges, the angel of the Lord appears to the wife of Manoah, announcing that she will give birth to a son who will be a Nazirite, set apart to God. When Manoah later encounters the same man of God, he does not realize that he is in the presence of a divine messenger until the angel dramatically ascends to heaven in flames. These episodes suggest that angels have the remarkable ability to conceal their celestial nature, blending seamlessly into the human realm. Perhaps one of the most well-known examples of an angelic encounter in human form is found in the book of Luke, in the story of the Nativity. As the Gospel account describes, the shepherds keeping watch over their flocks on the hills of Bethlehem are visited by an angel, who proclaims the birth of the Messiah. But the text makes clear that this is no ordinary angelic being, rather, an angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were filled with great fear. The shepherds are initially terrified by the dazzling, supernatural presence before them. Yet the angel quickly reassures them, saying, "Do not be afraid. I bring you good news that will cause great joy for all the people." It is only after delivering this message that a great company of the heavenly host appeared with the angel, praising God. This sequence of events is significant, for it suggests that the initial angelic visitation came in the form of a single, human-like messenger, who was then joined by a multitude of angels in their full, radiant glory. The implication is that angels have the ability to appear in a more subtle, unassuming manner, before revealing their true, celestial nature. This resonates with the broader biblical theme of angels taking on human guise to move among us, often going unnoticed until the critical moment when their divine purpose is made known. But the question remains, if angels do indeed walk among us in human form, how can we recognize them? Are there any distinguishing characteristics or behaviors that might set them apart from ordinary people? In the book of Hebrews, the author provides a clue, exhorting the readers to not forget to show hospitality to strangers, for by so doing some people have shown hospitality to angels without knowing it. The implication is that angelic visitors may appear as ordinary travelers or strangers, and that it is through the simple act of extending hospitality that their true nature may be revealed. This idea is echoed in various other biblical accounts. For instance, in the book of Genesis, when the three mysterious men visit Abraham, he immediately rushes to welcome them, preparing a feast and attending to their needs. His posture of humility and service suggests a profound reverence for his guests, even before realizing their divine identity. Similarly, when the two angels arrive in Sodom, Lot extends an invitation for them to stay the night, insisting that they allow him to care for their needs. These episodes suggest that angels, when appearing in human form, may be recognized by the way they are treated and welcomed by those they encounter. Moreover, the biblical narratives indicate that angelic visitors often possess a certain quality or presence that sets them apart, even if their true identity is not immediately apparent. In the story of the shepherds at Bethlehem, for example, the text states that the glory of the Lord shone around them when the angel appeared. There is a sense of the divine, the supernatural, breaking through the veil of the ordinary. Similarly, when the angel of the Lord appears to Manoah and his wife, the passage describes how fire flamed up from the altar toward heaven, and the angel of the Lord ascended in the flames. This dramatic, almost unearthly manifestation suggests that angels, even in human form, may carry with them an aura or radiance that betrays their heavenly origins. Additionally, the biblical accounts suggest that angelic visitors often possess a depth of wisdom, insight, and divine purpose that transcends the typical human experience. When the three men visit Abraham, for instance, they engage him in profound theological discourse, revealing God's plan for his life. And when the angel appears to Manoah's wife, the text describes how she is greatly impressed by the visitor's words, which carry an air of authority and divine revelation. This quality of supernatural knowledge and prophetic insight may be another clue that we are in the presence of an angelic being, even if they appear outwardly as an ordinary person. Of course, the ability to discern angelic visitors is not always straightforward. The Bible makes clear that angels can also appear in more subtle, enigmatic ways, such that their true identity may remain hidden until a critical moment. In the book of Hebrews, the author cautions, "Do not forget to show hospitality to strangers, for by so doing some people have shown hospitality to angels without knowing it." The implication is that angels may be all around us, yet we remain oblivious to their presence. This raises the intriguing possibility that angels may indeed walk among us in human form, but that we simply lack the spiritual sensitivity or discernment to perceive them. Perhaps, as the biblical accounts suggest, it is only through an attitude of humility, reverence, and radical hospitality that we may encounter these divine messengers, even if we do not immediately recognize them as such. And perhaps, in those rare moments when the veil is lifted, and we catch a glimpse of the supernatural breaking through the ordinary, we are being granted a profound and life-changing encounter with the very presence of the divine. Ultimately, the biblical witness to the presence of angels in human form invites us to consider the possibility that we may be living in the midst of a hidden, heavenly reality, a world inhabited by these mysterious, celestial beings who move silently among us, working behind the scenes to carry out the purposes of God. While the details of such encounters may remain shrouded in mystery, the biblical narrative suggests that angels are real, and that they may indeed walk among us, often in disguise, awaiting the moment when their true identity and divine mission will be revealed.